That the Shadow Minister for Family and Social Services, Labor's Linda Burney's on the telephone. G'day, Linda. Welcome to Afternoons here in Adelaide.
Well, how are you, Tony?
I'm all right, thank you. We've never spoken before. Nice to talk to you. Tell us, what about the reports this morning? You've no doubt read them, of course, all over the place, that some employees are actually finding it difficult to get staff because some people are saying, hey, love the $1,500 a week, don't need to work.
I don't believe it.
You don't believe it, right?
I don't. I don't think the Prime Minister has any hard evidence to back it up either. People who are unemployed don't wish to be unemployed. And the point that I'm making today on behalf of the Labor Party is that the coronavirus supplement, which is the additional money that people get on top of what was the old the old New Start payment, now called Job Seeker, that there are something like in South Australia, for example, in the month of May you had 6,800 job vacancies and 126,000 on Job Seeker. So there just isn't enough jobs for the amount of people that are unemployed.
The new National Skills Commission data will be released probably early this afternoon sometime, and it suggests that 1 in 2 employers are struggling to recruit workers. They say that their top challenge as they look to rehire following the economic shock of the COVID thing is a lack of applicants. But you're rejecting that. You say there's not enough evidence to back that up.
Well, that report that you're referring to actually does back up exactly what I'm saying. It is not, the handbrake is not because of Job Seeker. And the point that's really important to make is both Job Seeker and Job Keeper. The government is saying that they'll both cease at the end of September, and this is going to create a fiscal cliff where that money will be taken out of the economy, and therefore the economy is going to have an enormous shock. What Labor is arguing is that the government needs to consider, and they have the report in their hand now. They want to release it before the Eden-Monaro by-election about what the future of Job Keeper and Job Seeker is, so that tens of thousands of Australians know what their future is.
What's your gut feel? What's the word that you're getting? Let's face it, Canberra's a bit of a bubble. What's the word you're getting? Are you saying that after the Eden-Monaro by-election on the weekend, what do you think the government will do? Will they reject the $75 a week increase, saying that it's costing us, about $1.7 billion a fortnight for the $1,500 hands out at this stage of the game? Some, of course, in the government are thinking perhaps the $75 should be added to it. Others are saying, no, we can't afford it. What's the gut feel? What's the word that you're getting?
You're asking the wrong person, and I understand why you're asking that question. I can tell you what I think's appropriate, but I have absolutely no idea what the government is going to do, because there have been, as you've just displayed, Tony, so many mixed messages from the government on the future of these payments. I mean, clearly Labor has been saying for a very long time that the original rate of New Start, which was, something like $560 a fortnight, was inadequate and terribly, terribly low. And we've been arguing that there needs to be an increase, and hopefully the government has listened to that. I think that they privately know that that's also appropriate. In terms of Job Keeper, what we do know is that they miscalculated that dreadfully, where something like 3 million people who could have got Job Keeper and therefore stay connected to their employer actually missed out because of the miscalculation. So it really is incumbent, in my view, Tony, on the government to come clean with people on both payments, to say this is where our thinking is at, so people know what to plan for.
I should say that we've invited the Minister, Anne Rushton, to come onto the program and reply, but unfortunately not available at this stage. Linda Burney, the Shadow Minister for Family and Social Security Services, is our guest right now. Linda, do you think that the program should be extended beyond the 24th of September?
I think what's really important is, as I said, that people have some certainty, which doesn't exist at the moment, about what their futures are. And Labor believes that the job seeker payment needs to be more than the original $40 a day. We haven't put a figure on that at the moment. We will obviously closer to the election, but that's something like 2 years away. 2 years away, and we really do need, in a responsible way, to know what the fiscal situation of the country is at. And obviously with the JobKeeper payment, as Tony Burke and others have been arguing, that should be available to groups that have been deemed ineligible, for example, people in the arts sector.
I know it's probably not the sort of thing that you'd be across. Are you getting the word that there is a division in the government? Some people are saying no, can't afford it. Others are saying no, it's got to be extended.
Well, there is clearly different points of view. I saw Barnaby Joyce's comments yesterday. On Sunday morning, some people in the government were briefing out that there would be an increase of $75 a week, and then within the space of an hour or two, that was hosed down by Minister Ruston. And then we've got the Prime Minister coming out yesterday saying that people who are on job seeker have been lulled into a sense where they don't have to seek employment without any evidence whatsoever to back in his facts on that. So there is obviously different points of view, but far be it from me to suggest what the government should be doing. What I am saying is that they need to give some certainty to people who are on both these payments, and that would be the decent thing to do.
So in a nutshell, you're saying, look, we need to increase this by $75 a week.
No, I'm not saying a particular amount. I'm saying clearly, though, the position of the Labor Party in terms of job seeker is it needs to be a rate where people can live with dignity, where people can put food on the table and don't have to make a decision between food and medication.
Right. Linda, thanks for the time this afternoon. That's the Shadow Minister for Families and Social Services, Linda Burney, on behalf of the Labor Party.